Welcome wherever and whenever you are to State of Joy. I'm Scott, Joyful Leadership Coach and your guide on the path of joy. Given that we're coming close to Christmas, it's a matter of days away. I just want to touch on living in joy on a daily basis. What that means, and kind of have some steps you can take to embody the practice of living in a state of joy as your way of being. So living in a state of joy on a daily basis, it literally involves consciously cultivating practices that support you being in a powerful state, or what we call that parasympathetic state. These foster calm, relaxation, an openness, a willingness to be in the moment. So some ways to get into and maintain the state. Number one is mindfulness and presence. So regular practices like meditation, like breathing exercises, even yoga, just slowing down and being present. Noticing the little details in life, whether that's a leaf falling or, the sun streaming into the kitchen in the morning, the smell of the coffee, any of those things, just to really anchor you in the present moment. It helps to foster that connection and deepen that connection to joy. It increases your awareness. It reduces stress. Lots of benefits for mindfulness and being present in the moment. Number two is a gratitude practice. I can't recommend gratitude as a practice highly enough. I think everyone should be doing that. I mean, we should be teaching it in school if it's not already. It's one of those foundational and fundamental processes, and the world would be better for it if everyone practiced gratitude on a daily basis. It's a case of reflecting what you're grateful for every day, whether that's first thing in the morning from the night previous, or what you're looking forward to being grateful for the day, or even in the evening, taking time to reflect and journal, what went on, and even the negative moments, being able to turn around and reflect and express gratitude for the learning or the experience, or just the awareness of a trigger that maybe you didn't know you had, has been brought up by a situation. There are ways to be grateful. And even throughout the day, taking time to be grateful for the sun coming in, for, smiling at someone on the street, or somebody else smiling at you and saying good morning, or admiring, what you're wearing, or, again, you can find gratitude in the smallest details if you're looking for it. The great thing about gratitude is it shifts your mindset towards an open, positive, abundant mindset. It reinforces the joyful state of being that we all love and that I advocate that everyone should be coming from. Gratitude has the power to shift us from out of the primal states, that being the sympathetic states of like fear and anxiety, grief, sadness, and all those sort of things, into the powerful states, or the parasympathetic states: joy, love, happiness. But again, essentially joy. But that's the point. A gratitude practice, or a regular gratitude practice, is something that you will notice the shift, and something that I recommend you cultivate and make a habit of. And creating a gratitude journal is a great way of doing that. Number three is aligning with purpose. So living in alignment with your values. So firstly, you need to be aware of your values, and awareness is one of those principles of joyful leadership. Awareness of self, and that comes to awareness of your values. Understanding how, what drives you, what your filters are, how you react in the world. So also knowing your vision and purpose. So having a vision and purpose, it strengthens your connection to joy. It defines your actions and the decisions you make when when you're forced to make a choice in the moment, or when you're picking a path through the day. Again, your vision, your purpose, these are going to drive where you're heading to. And again, when your actions are aligned with your vision, with your purpose, with what matters to you, joy is literally a natural byproduct. And it's surprising how people go seeking joy, and it's funny because it's not an external state to seek. It's literally an internal state that we cultivate and we can choose to live from. And by aligning with purpose, you'll find that naturally you will get into a state of joy. Number 4 is creativity and play. Now, creative activities, these allow time for playing and for nurturing joy, essentially. It opens you up to the flow. It puts you into a state of receiving, of creativity, of curiosity. They stimulate your brain. They create flow states. They activate your parasympathetic again, which is what we want to get into the joy state. People don't play enough. People aren't creative enough, and it's a big thing for society that we shift into that. Less about work, less about doing things, and more about playing and enjoying the moment. You've only got to look at kids playing to understand the joy that comes from, just being and doing in the moment and just letting loose. It's, again, as adults, it's something we can all learn. Number 5 is movement. Not hard out, doesn't have to be a rigorous regime of exercise or anything like that, but even just gentle practices like yoga, like Tai Chi, walking, especially walking in nature, just getting outside, frankly. If you're stuck inside, even just walking around the room, getting up, moving, shifting your energy. It stimulates the brain. It encourages relaxation, and of course, it fosters joy. But it regulates your nervous system and it releases tension. The positive aspect of movement is that it just creates more space for joy to come into your life. Because by moving it, you're moving out the negative energy, getting rid of the stale stuff that just doesn't serve you anymore. Number 6 is connection with others, and that's community. And again, community is a principle of joyful leadership and a big part of what I advocate for. But building strong relationships, engaging in deep listening, open-hearted communication and compassion, just being there for other people and having other people there for you, having a shoulder and being a shoulder. These foster joy, they foster well-being. It's scientifically proven to be good for your health. It reduces stress. And, when you're in connection with others, when you have community and you have the space to be able to even just go up and hug somebody. The benefits of hugging, empirically recorded, but definitely, and I don't have the science in front of me, but it's go and hug somebody and see for yourself. That's the thing. It just fosters well-being. It just fosters joy. It opens you up. It opens up the heart center. And especially when we are connecting with other people, whether that's in a spiritual connection or just being in somebody's energy and holding space for somebody, what can I say? Your well-being is enhanced. Joy is enhanced. It's just a better state to be in. Social interactions. We're herd animals. And number 7 is rest and recovery. And taking time out to slow down, to stop, to pause, to breathe, to sit in the moment, to not do, just to be. Powerful state. And again, it builds on that joyful state that we're seeking. The benefits of sleep cannot be outweighed. It is one of those fundamental. All the health gurus, all the you go online on social media, everyone who's doing exercise and things will tell you the benefits of sleep, regular, good, healthy sleep, and enough of it. But it's also rest and recovery. So it's just stopping, and being okay with that, not slopping down on the couch and scrolling through your phone. That's not resting. Okay, it's conscious, intentional pausing and taking time out. The recovery aspect. We live busy lives. Stress is a huge killer. It is one of the leading causes of disease and illness, and directly responsible for inflammatory illnesses in the body, and is easily alleviated by taking rest and recovery, meditation, again, breath work, pausing and getting out into nature and just sitting on the grass, sitting in the sunshine, even sitting in the rain, frankly, is going to be better for you than scrolling on your phone. But yeah, taking that downtime, especially this time of year where we're all busy leading up to Christmas and everyone's doing stuff and trying to get ready for the day and all that sort of stuff. And then it's like, and we tend to compensate by numbing ourselves by drinking, especially when we're socializing, which again, as I said, connecting with others is great, but when it's Christmas party and you're out drinking a lot and things, it taxes the body. So taking time for yourself, drink lots of water, have time for yourself, create space just for you to slow down, and reflect and breathe and just be in the moment. And that's really all I've got to say on this one at the moment. So that's some steps to living in joy daily. And as we come to Christmas, take some time for yourself and, give yourself some care and some attention, and definitely share it around to others. But water your garden first and fill your well and all that, because you can't water the village if your well is dry. But enjoy Christmas and stay curious, live with joy, and shift the culture.